In a peaceful valley wrapped in snow, all the animals waited for spring to show, but this year the cold would not leave. The rivers were quiet, the trees did not grieve. The flowers stayed hidden deep in the ground, and no birds flew. There was no sound. In a cozy den beneath a hill slept a little fox named Flora still. She had fur the color of cherry bloom, and eyes like stars that lit up gloom. She stretched and yawned, then stepped outside, but saw only snow on every side. Where is the sun? Where is the green? She asked the wind, which sighed unseen. Flora padded softly through the snow, seeking where spring forgot to go. She found a robin with frozen wings and tiny buds that could not spring. Something is wrong, she whispered low. Spring should be here. The rivers should flow. That night she dreamed a curious dream of a cave made of frost and silver steam. Inside, an icicle throne of glass, and a girl in white who let no warmth pass. Her crown was snow. Her eyes were cold. She looked no older than 10 years old. I am the winter keeper, she said aloud, and spring shall not come. I won't allow. Flora awoke with a determined heart. She must find the cave and do her part. With courage wrapped in her soft, warm fur, she followed the path the dream gave her. Over mountains and through frost-kissed pine, she searched the hills for winter's sign. At last she found a frozen stream that led her to the place from her dream. The cave was silent, the air was thin. Flora took a breath and padded in. Frost-covered walls like ancient lace, and silver flakes danced in the space. On the throne sat the winter child, with pale blue eyes and no smile. Why are you here? The girl asked slow. To ask for spring, let it flow. I'm not ready, said the girl, frowning. Spring brings noise and children clowning. The birds sing loud, the bees all buzz. I like the quiet winter does. Flora stepped closer, soft and small. But winter alone is no joy at all. The flowers miss the morning dew. The trees are tired of being blue. What if spring grows too fast again? What if I melt and can't remain? What if I'm forgotten when green arrives? Flora sat and looked in her eyes. Spring doesn't erase you, little queen. She only helps the world feel seen. You'll always return cold and bright, but even snow must make room for light. The girl was quiet, thinking still, then sighed and said, Perhaps I will, but only if the world remembers me, even when leaves return to the tree. I promise, said Flora. We always do. We love your snow, your frosty hue. The winter keeper stepped from her throne. With a touch, she melted frost and stone. Light poured in like golden tea. The ice cracked wide, setting rivers free. The wind warmed gently. Birds began to sing. Flora felt the breath of spring. She hurried back to her quiet den, knowing the world would bloom again. Buds burst open, bees buzzed near. Children laughed as spring drew near. But on a hill, beneath a tree, Flora looked back thoughtfully. She whispered soft into the air, Winter, thank you. You're always there. And in reply, a snowflake fell. The last of winter, soft and well. The world was bright. The sky was blue. The flowers danced in morning dew. Flora curled up by a tree, watching the bees and butterflies flee. The trees were green. The air was sweet. She felt spring humming beneath her feet. And in her dreams that coming night, the winter keeper smiled in silver light. She waved farewell and softly said, I'll rest now in my icy bed. Flora smiled, her heart aglow, knowing seasons come and go, and kindness melts even the deepest snow.